What's going on, y'all? I wanted to make a video about how if I need to just create a website on the whim, the stuff that I would do without necessarily investing in a graphic designer, all of these expensive product photo shoots and stuff like that. I did this for my business and it worked just fine. I figured that I would share how I did it. It was a really easy, quick little 3-step system that I want to show you. Just stay tuned. I don't know if this is going to work for you, but again, if you have products and you're like, man, I want to hire a website designer, but I don't want to wait, or maybe it's too expensive for you, maybe you can use this hack for your business. And if you do, let me know in the comments. I created my website really fast using this method. Let me show you what I did, okay? The first thing that I did was decide on my host. For products, I love Shopify. I think Shopify is easy to navigate. It's easy to install. I just keep my account open on Shopify even when I'm not selling products. I love how you can add the apps from the App Store. I've had a Shopify account for a long time. All right, let me tell y'all actually why I love Shopify, and that's easily because of the Shopify App Store. I just have always found Shopify to be easier to navigate for me. And of course, I'm going to do a separate video about the apps that I love in Shopify and the apps that I always plug into my store and the apps that I always recommend to my clients. So I'm going to do a separate video for that. But I mean, I'm sure if you're watching this, you're probably familiar with Shopify already. But if you're not, this can be described almost like on your iPhone. You can go in the App Store and plug in different apps to make your phone more functional. It's the same thing with Shopify. Lots of different apps in here to make your website more functional, which is this isn't a good example. There's so many options in here, y'all, seriously. I'm gonna do a separate video on this, on my favorite apps in here, but if you're selling products, Shopify is the way to go for sure. At least to me. I love Shopify for my products. The next thing was I knew that I needed product photos. And of course I have my products here. I was selling my, I was selling my Conquer mugs on my website, and I knew that I needed product photos. What I originally did was, I was like, man, I'm gonna have to get somebody to take some photos, but I was like, I don't really have to do that. But I knew I needed 2 types of photos. The first type of photo I needed was a clear product photo by itself for the website. And I'm going to show you how I did that. And the second type of photo I needed was the product in action. You know what I'm saying? I need to show this actual in action, whether there's me drinking it, somebody else drinking it, or whatever. The first type of photo I needed was a clear picture of this mug to put on the website. And I'm thinking, when you go on Walmart.com, Target.com, and you see a mug, you just see the mug by itself, plain white background. And I tried to take a picture of it myself. I actually got my phone and tried to take a picture up against this wall back here, but let me show you how I did it. Okay, y'all, so I actually changed my angle in my light just because, of course, I have the pinkish, purplish light in here. But I just want my room to be really bright, the space to be bright, but I think that I'm going to turn the light off and then show y'all how I take the picture. But of course, I'll just take the phone, take a picture of it here, and then I will show y'all what I do next to get some really, really, really professional product photos like this coming from this right here. Remember, I was just saying that I need to get these photos more professional looking than they are. I came on over to Fiverr. Now, I love Fiverr for some stuff and I don't like Fiverr for some stuff, but something like photo editing is such an easy hack. I took my product photo, which just looked a complete mess, and I got an editor on here, y'all. Y'all can see these prices, and y'all know with Fiverr, you just have to look at the reviews. I'm not endorsing nobody on this video, but yeah, so just look and you can see they can even change. This is perfect. This is perfect. This is how my stuff was. Send it to him looking like this, and then he do that to it, he or she, the editor, right? Or taking your product and then making an infographic with it. I had them do that too. I created an infographic for my mug that had a picture of it, and it was like microwave safe, dishwasher safe. That was cool. Mine didn't really match my branding too much, so I wasn't crazy about it, but even something like this is cool. You know what I'm saying? So this really changes the game for my product photos, because I was like, man, y'all saw how mine was looking, just a complete mess. I've recommended this to my clients too, also to use for your products. Look, there's even one with some cosmetics. You see how they can take it just looking plain and on your background to brighten. So they're removing the background. I had them remove the background, brighten up the colors, take out the glare, fix the glare that was in it. Easy hack that you can do, and y'all can see they do 20 images on here for $20. I'm not endorsing this one in particular because I don't know. Do y'all own homework, honey? Because I don't know. Easy hack. Easy. I had my Shopify store, got my product photos. Now I need the copy, which of course your copy are the words that actually go on the web page. I personally do not do my own copy anymore just because I know the difference. I can tell the difference between my copy and a professional copywriter. And of course, if you're unfamiliar with copy, that's definitely something you want to look into. But for me, I hired a copywriter. And again, this was really easy for me to do. I went back on Fiverr and actually found a copywriter. But with AI being what it is today, maybe we can look at how you could leverage some AI if you don't want to do a copywriter. So let's see. All right, y'all. Remember, we got our product photo editor off Fiverr. We also can go on here and do a copywriter. Now, with the way AI is advancing, honey, this almost gonna feel like it's old school to some people to hire a copywriter. But if you're not familiar with AI had been out, of course, when I did this, but I wasn't a crazy expert, and I'm still working on learning AI so much. So this time I actually hired me a copywriter, which just never fails, of course, having a human touch my brand and touch my copy. But I'm gonna also maybe show y'all a little AI, the way that I use it. I ain't super deep in it, but of course your copywriter, y'all, this makes such a big difference on your website because you want words that sell, you want copy that sells, you want emotional driven words on your page. And sometimes as the business owner, we're so logical with explaining the features of the products and stuff, and your customer really doesn't care about that. They just care about what the product can do for them. You can actually come onto Fiverr. You see the prices range greatly, but let's see. This guy, his started at $65. Not the most expensive, but certainly not the cheapest, right? We could click on him. And he looks like he does emails. We don't want to do that. We actually want to do copywriting, sales copy. There you go. Okay, he's going to write copy for your sales page. Highly persuasive copywriting and sales copy. So y'all get the gist. Get you a copywriter. That's something I have vowed myself to do. Stop writing my own copy on my website because it's so much better when you use a copywriter. So now I also use AI. Which I was just playing around with this with the purpose of doing this video for everyone to get a glimpse. If you're not familiar with how to use AI for a landing page, I can just show you the basics. I'm not. So again, if you want to leverage your AI for your sales copy, I recommend, of course, you use keywords and you write persuasive sales copy. And then you want to describe your product, describe your target audience, and ask the AI what else it needs from you. I won't go into depth on that in this video because, again, I'm just sharing my experience when I did my website. And I hired a copywriter to do mine for me. It wasn't expensive. You can take that information and decide which route is going to be best for you. Now I have my Shopify for hosting. I have my product photos that are new and improved. And I have my sales copy for my website. After that, the layout on Shopify is so simple. Of course, if you're watching this, again, you're probably already familiar with Shopify. You know they have those free themes and layouts. So easy to design. I'm talking about minimum. Just go in and plug your colors and your text font. I'm not no graphic designer or website person, whatever. But I've done enough of these Shopify pages to know that between having it on Shopify with their really simple layout, getting your product photos and your sales copy, honey, your stuff will be ready to go. I did my website. Of course, with that, people are able to check out using Afterpay, Apple Pay, PayPal, everything. And of course, with Shopify, you can sell your stuff to pay out every day if you want it. Again, this is something that you can get started on immediately if you've been sitting on having a website, or you're like, oh, I just want the perfect website. you can do something like this. Maybe it'll work for you for your product. So don't stress out. Even if this is just a temporary fix that you need while you're working on getting the budget for your big website, then try it. Y'all let me know if y'all enjoyed this video today. If y'all want more content like this, more videos like this, I want to share tutorials, tips, and just walk through all of the stuff that I've been trying and implement inside of my business. If y'all really like this, let me know down in the comments. Make sure you like and subscribe and send this to somebody that can leverage this. I love y'all so much. Y'all already know the vibes. Let's wake up tomorrow and conquer. And I love y'all. Bye, YouTube.